Sweat clung to the CEO's collar as foreign words echoed around the boardroom. Millions hung in the balance, yet no one understood a word. Panic crept through the team, eyes scanning for help. Then, from the corner, the cleaning lady spoke fluent. Confident and shockingly precise, the room froze. A woman they had ignored for years now held the fate of the company in her hands. But this wasn't just about translation. It was about power, perception, and a truth they never saw coming. Welcome, story lovers, from where are you watching? Comment the name of your city. It was just another polished morning in the high-rise headquarters of LYNK Technologies. The CEO, Richard Langford, moved through his pristine glass office with the usual air of control charts rising, deals flowing, and his day tightly scheduled. Downstairs, in the echo of marble floors and silent elevators, Maria quietly began her shift. A middle-aged black woman with calloused hands and worn sneakers. She'd worked here for 6 years, unnoticed except when the trash overflowed. She kept her head down, her headphones in, and never missed a day. No one knew she spoke 5 languages. No one cared. Not until that morning when an elite delegation from Dubai arrived, unexpected, early, and unable to speak English. Phones buzzed. Panic spread. And while suits scrambled for a translator, Maria was wiping fingerprints from the boardroom glass, listening closely. What happened next would unravel power, pride, and perception in a single breath. The Dubai delegation entered with quiet authority, 6 men in tailored thobes, speaking rapid Arabic, their expressions unreadable. Richard extended a hand, but confusion quickly followed. Their translator delayed at customs? No one at the company spoke Arabic, not even a little. The air turned sharp. Assistants scrambled, flipping through contacts. Richard's jaw tightened. Millions hung on this deal. Maria paused near the edge of the boardroom, her cart still, heart thudding. She understood everything, every word, but she hesitated. Years of being invisible had taught her that speaking up could backfire. She looked at the men in suits, the ones who never looked back. One junior staffer muttered, "We need someone. Anyone." Richard snapped, "Do any of you speak Arabic?" Silence. Then Maria, barely audible, said, "I do." Heads turned. Some laughed, assuming she was joking. A cleaner? Arabic? But when she flawlessly repeated one of the delegates' phrases, the laughter died. Richard's face dropped. He blinked hard, then barked, "Wait, you actually speak Arabic?" Maria nodded slowly, her voice steady. "And French. And Swahili, and Idu, but you never asked." Eyes darted, phones lowered. The room froze in stunned silence. Richard hesitated, his pride on the edge. Let the cleaner lead a billion-dollar meeting. The room waited. The delegates whispered something among themselves. Then one turned to Maria and bowed slightly. Everyone watched. What would Richard do next? Maria stepped forward, shoulders squared as the delegates gestured for her to sit beside them. She translated flawlessly, tone, nuance, even humor. The once silent boardroom now revolved around her. But Richard couldn't hide the discomfort. His eyes darted, jaw clenched. This wasn't how power was supposed to look. Whispers from his own
team. How do we miss this?
She's better than our execs. Then, in the middle of the meeting, one delegate asked in Arabic, "Is she your advisor?" Richard froze. Maria glanced his way, then looked back at the men. Her voice calm, clear. "No, I'm their cleaner." Gasps. The insult wasn't in her job, but in how they dismissed her humanity. Power shifted in that second. Dear audience, if you're enjoying the story, don't forget to give it a like. It really helps. The deal was sealed thanks to Maria. But when the delegates left, the silence in the room was heavier than before. No applause, no congratulations, just stares. Richard mumbled a thank you, avoiding her eyes. She returned to her cart without a word. The next day, her name was quietly added to a diversity panel, still not a promotion. Just visibility. But something had cracked. Not in her, but in them. In a world where your worth is judged by uniform, color, or silence, Maria's voice became a quiet rebellion. How many Marias are we walking past every day? How many talents do we bury beneath our biases? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories and new videos.